Hey guys, let's talk today about shifting mindset. The overarching sentence that I want you to write down and come back to and really think about for yourself is, wouldn't it be nice if? And then fill in that blank with what it is that you really want to align to. And careful not to make that a negative thing, like, wouldn't it be nice if I wasn't stressed all the time? Or wouldn't it be nice if I wasn't broke? We want to fill that in with something that you do want. So I'm going to share an experience that I had this week. It kind of talks about how I walked through this myself. So most of you know in my community that I'm having a baby next week, my second child. And with that being said, as a recovering control freak and perfectionist and type A personality, there is a laundry list of things that I would like to have done before the baby comes next week. And I've been working really hard, honestly, throughout this whole pregnancy to reel those expectations in, to not put too much pressure on myself, to be realistic about what can happen, what may not happen, and then being okay with that. It's been a process, but I have to say I'm very proud of myself for how far I've come. Now, old habits die hard, okay? And there's a reason for that. And it's because we hold a lot of these beliefs and these thoughts in our energy field. So there's actually kind of imprints of these things that we really have to work on undoing. So, like I said, for the most part, I've been doing really well about keeping myself in check and not putting too much pressure on myself. But this week, we're getting down to the grind. Actually, a week from today is my scheduled C-section. So, and I'm a professor at URI and I have my business, and there's a lot that I want to accomplish that I feel like I need to accomplish, right? So some of the thoughts, checking in with my thoughts have been, there's not enough time. There's too much to do. I still need to get this, that, and the other thing done, right? These kind of start to circulate. These thoughts then have become emotions. So now I'm feeling stressed. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling pressured, right? I'm feeling like, ooh, very tense. And because of those emotions and because of these thoughts, some of the things I find myself doing or found myself doing this week are bringing my laptop upstairs out of my office and onto the couch, while my son is there watching TV, playing whatever, instead of spending time with him. I'm trying to work and get things done. After putting him to bed, I'm back on my computer, continuing to work. Instead of waking up and doing my morning meditation or exercising during the day, I'm bypassing that time in order to check more things off my list. And this week, I really kind of stopped and paused and looked at this and looked at what I was doing and realize, is this really how I want to spend my last days, right? My last weeks, my last time before this baby comes. So after I checked in, I paused, I realized the pattern that I was falling back into, definitely an old pattern that had been on repeat for a very long time before I started doing this work. So I recognized it, and instead of beating myself up, instead of saying like, you did it again, Alyssa, I noticed this pattern, and with compassion, with self-compassion, I said, all right, tomorrow's going to be different, right? Because I filled in this blank. Wouldn't it be nice if my last days before my number 2 son comes, I enjoyed my time with my family? I enjoyed and soaked in how much I love my life right now, and recognizing that that's going to change. A lot is going to be changing for me. And that's a beautiful thing, but I want to enjoy this. I don't want to spend this time feeling rushed, because the bottom line is there's always going to be things to do, right? There will always be things on that to-do list, right? And there's either I could feel like there's enough time for it, or I can feel like there's not. It's not really going to change anything except the thoughts that are in my head, the emotions that I feel on a regular basis, and then how that impacts my actions. So I reeled that in. I've been enjoying my time. It's been wonderful, and I'm really appreciative of the work that I've done, the skills that I have, and the lessons that I've learned. And just as synchronicity would have it, I was journaling this morning, and my brother for Christmas got me this journal that has his little quotes at the top of every page. And this morning's was from Henry Miller, and it said, "One's destination is never a place, but rather a new way of looking at things." And I thought, how perfect and beautiful is that? So one thing that is very exciting is that I have a course, an online course that's going to be dropping. It's self-paced. It's going to be dropping before this baby comes next week, hopefully Monday or Tuesday. But if it doesn't, not going to stress myself out about it. But it is all about releasing negative blocks and being able to heal and grow and then thrive. So I'm actually walking you through this entire process that helped me get to this place where I can check in with myself, reel it back in, and align back to the energy that I really want to be having every day. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming up. And I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day. And remember, fill in that blank. Wouldn't it be nice if, and really enjoy those feelings of having that. And that is going to bring you a step closer. Thank you.